so they never go up anymore. But you got to fill out this paperwork every year, so I got to look back into that. I wasn't eligible last year, but I may be eligible this year, so it's coming up, and I don't want to miss the window or anything. And so I got to look into what I got to do with that. And I got to pull out some forms I think I have around here somewhere, so I got to see how that's going to play out.
Hold on here. Let's well, since it's pretty warm out this morning, since it's actually very warm out this morning, there's no heaters running, so I don't have any noise level. It's great, man. You sound wonderful this morning. There's no background noise in there with you, and my noise level's down real low. So it's nice, man. I wish it would stay like this.
Well, you'll have to see if if that goes off, the noise you hear here goes off at the same time, 80 meters, to see if it's the same issue.
Right. Yeah, I have to do that. You're right. I haven't done that yet. I guess when the temperature drops back down or next time I hear it, I'll monitor the two. I'll bounce back and forth and see if it goes away. But that noise up there on 80 is a little bit different. It's, on the Panadapt, like with the noise down here with that heater noise, whatever it is, it raises the entire noise floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the entire background floor comes up. Up on 80 meters, you can look at it on the Panadapt, you can see it waving up and down. It's not real flat and steady. And it's lower on some parts of the band, and it's higher on other parts of the band, but it's all across it. But it just seems to go up and down. They seem a little bit different. I don't know if that's maybe because it's a different frequency and it affects it differently, but they do look different.
Well, I think it's a different noise. Pop up there real quick, see if you hear it, and come back here.
No, I don't know.
Your father's BMW.
Yeah, it's there.
All right, so it's different. I think up there is power line noise. Okay, which you can try. We'll track that down, and the electric company will fix that. Okay, here is a different story. So up there, we can track that down. See what that gadget of mine go around with that antenna. Because see, if you listen to just the radio out there, you're going to be overwhelmed because the noise is so loud. This little radio I have is up at 120 megahertz AM. So up there, the noise is not that loud, but it's loud enough that you can pick it up. In other words, it's low enough that you can point the antenna and track it down without having a 40/9 signal. You'll never find it that way.
Right. Now, being all the way up there at 120 megahertz, though, it doesn't affect that frequency differently, I guess, or is that a frequency, they chose that frequency because that's what works best with this a certain type of noise?
Well, no, it's just that the noise gets less and less as you get up higher in frequency. Like, you don't hear that 80-meter noise here. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right, I got you. Okay. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I was just thinking of like 120 megahertz. That's way up there, even with compared to where we're at here. So I was just thinking maybe that'd be a little far away, but I see what you're getting at about the reason doing it, though, is to bring the signal down. Because even if it doesn't matter on what frequency you're at, once you find a thing, it's going to be off the charts.
Well, yeah, and you see what you do is, since the signal's low, it'll enable you to get real close to the pole. Like then, if you get real close to the pole and you just start hearing it with that receiver, and it's the same sound as you hear in your radio in your shack, you know you located it. And this thing has got, you can turn down the level on it, like so you can really turn down like the RF gain and all, so you can really zero it in, and then you point it up there, and most likely it's a bad insulator, a loose hardware, something like that could be figured out. Now, the power company, what they got special devices to track this stuff down. That they have an oscilloscope hooked up to their special receiver, and depending upon what it looks like on their pan adapter, they can tell what type of fault they have by the pattern.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Well, yeah, you would think they would have that kind of technology nowadays, you know. But, man, that's pretty neat. And an electrician, and linemen got to be some pretty smart dudes, you know. They got a lot of different equipment they got to use. You know, but yeah, that's pretty cool. No, I'd like to get it figured out because obviously it's detrimental. You see a 20 over noise level. I mean, it's never, and it wasn't always like that. You know, I wonder if it had something to do with when they fixed the bugs up on the house there, and maybe rattled something loose on the, you know, somewhere else on the pole or something. But you would think if it was something maybe that close, it would be on every band. Who knows?
How bad is it? How often does that noise stay in on 80 meters? It's like 24 hours a day?
It's been pretty much 24 hours a day. Remember, I think I told you like last week or something it was gone, and out of nowhere it was gone, and the noise level was back to normal. And then when you went to check it yesterday, it was back, and now it's back. And before it stopped, it was pretty constant. I don't know. I'd say for a week or two, maybe a couple weeks. I don't know the exact time frame, but it seemed pretty much 24 hours a day when it's in there.
See, that might be easier for them to find. We'll think about it, because sometimes you could just call them now and say, especially like if it's on your AM radio, like you pick out a station that you say you like to listen to, and then it's buzzing that you can't hear it, or it's annoying. See, then you can tell them, like, that puts a fire under them sometimes, that you want to listen to your radio and you can't hear it, see, because stations don't like that. And, you know, they'll come out, and they don't mind coming out because they get paid. You know, they get special interference people. They want the more jobs that they have, the better. It keeps them in the job.
Oh, no, absolutely. I don't think they would, you know, feel, oh, what the hell, I got to go out and do this, you know. But, yeah, maybe I'll go on, I'll go see whatever frequency is the worst on the broadcast band, and then choose that as my favorite station, and then go online or call and make a service, you know, or write a service call report or whatever, and get them out here.
Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker.
How's it going there, fellas? I was just scanning the bands here. You got Falcon in Gloucester City. Hey, I was having some noise interference myself here, you know, with the street pole out front. I called up PSC&G, man. They came out. They, you know, also saw that they had noise with some of the different meters and things they have. They replaced the transformer out of my pole. They regrounded the lightning arrestor that's out there or something. And, you know, they went up and down the lines, and, you know, they basically did everything they could to try to quiet it up. But one call, guy called me back. They came right out. You know, it was like, unfortunately, they didn't get rid of the noise, but they did make a bunch of efforts.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good news. That's good to hear. All right. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And last time I had an issue. I have Pico over here in Pennsylvania, over here in Delaware County, right in Chester, and they've come out, you know, pretty quickly. By the end, I made a report in the morning, and they were there by the end of the day, you know. So, I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Well, I appreciate the info, man. Sounding good coming over from Gloucester City over here to Delaware County this morning. Oh, LeadFoot over here, Baghdad City. I'm back quiet.
I'll tell you what there, LeadFoot, you got me like 15 over in my meter here, and I was figuring, well, you're probably like, you know, real close. But, yeah, man, it sounds like you got that direct inject, you know, type of audio or something. Yep, no doubt. Sounding good over here, man. Anyways, yep, 153 Falcon, Gloucester City. I'll talk to you again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and, you know, wishing you all the best in 2019.
All right, man. Take care. Appreciate the flowers. Like I said, you sound great over here this morning. Nice signal. Got me at about 9.5, 10 pounds. Sounding good. Take care. God bless. I'm back quiet.
I bought it. I really can't afford it, but I was too good to pass up. Got an email from Comcast, man. They got a deal, at least offered it to me, for a brand new iPad, 128 gig of memory, brand new iPad, $5 extra a month for 24 months on my cable bill. It'll come out to $120 for a brand new $400 iPad.
What? Hold on. I gotta check my email.
$5 extra a month for 24 months. Okay? A Generation 6, 120 gig memory, brand new Apple iPad.
I would like to have an iPad too, man. I would definitely like to have an iPad, but let's search Xfinity in my email here and see what it says. Well, you're like Mr. Special all the time. Get all these deals because you have like a 1,000 credit score. Yeah, I don't have that offer.
Well, I don't know what happened to it.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm looking for it in my email, and it's not there. Unless I moved it somehow.
Just search. I always use a search function. Because there was emails for some reason I couldn't find before, and they were just like not showing up. And all I had to do was search, and it popped up.
Here it is here. I'll forward it to you.
All right. Oh, you have the triple play. That's why.
But I just forwarded it to you.
Yeah, it's because you have the triple play. I seen it. iPad flat out fun. Special offer eligible Xfinity customers: Xfinity Internet, Preferred TV, and Xfinity Home or Xfinity Voice.
What I use that for, I use the hell out of my phone. I mean, I got the laptop down here in the shack, okay, but I don't bring that upstairs for the most part. And so I'm just using my phone while I'm sitting upstairs all the time for everything. This way, if I have this little iPad, I'll sit it right on that table the little end table next to my recliner up there, and I'll just use that for everything and give my phone a rest, because I use the hell out of this phone. And I'll just save the phone for, for when I go out.
Right, that's a good idea. No, that's a good idea. I usually use my phone a lot here. That'd be cool. I mean, yeah, that iPad up there, and that'd be pretty cool, man. Them iPads are nice. You can do a lot of stuff with them. Then if you got an iPad, you can run remote.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't know if I can with this or not. I have no desire to do that. I just leave the radio sit the way it is. Just leave it sit.
No, you can do it. I was reading about it. Scott had a post on there on the Yahoo group about it. There's a few threads in there about it. I was looking it up. It's difficult. Looks like it could be catastrophic for me if anything messes up. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Hold on one second. Let me see if he's up. Someone wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Okay. Good morning, Dixon.
Go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
Go ahead and hit the space bar again.
Hey, you're sounding good there, Dixon. I guess you had a good time at the hockey game. Who won the hockey game anyway, Dixon? Who won the hockey game? Do you remember that? And what was the score?
The Flyers won.
Okay. And against Nashville. And what was the score? Do you remember?
2-1.
Ooh, a close one. I went to a Flyers game about 2 weeks ago, and the Flyers lost in overtime. So, at least they won last night. That's pretty cool, man. All them lights blinking and stuff, you know, and the sound system. It's great to go to a hockey game.
Bye, I'm gonna go back to my video game.
Say I love you.
Love ya.
All right, Dixon. Have fun, man. Catch you later. Nice talking with you. Top of the day to you.
You sound very tired.
Yeah, I bet you're very tired. I'm tired too, but I'm up anyway.
He's too much, man. I taught him how to, hit the space bar to key up and everything, man. And he gets it, man. This kid is so goddamn smart, man. He catches on to everything. I mean, he's so tech savvy, I guess it's a little different than when I was growing up, but yeah, I mean, he is just oh man, he navigates that PS4, and I guarantee, man, if you give him something like this, he'd be, he'd figure this radio out in a week.
Well, that's because they do it at a young age, because they have that stuff. They didn't have that stuff when you were a kid. If they would have, and, because you're technically oriented, you would have been into it too, but it just wasn't available. So, but, as a parent today, you have to keep up with this stuff for your kid, to help your kid out, and also protect them from some of the stuff that could be on there and everything. So it's important for a parent, even if a parent doesn't want to be tech savvy, they better be tech savvy.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's dangerous out there. The tech world is a dangerous place. The internet's a very, very dangerous place. And thank God for all the parental controls and things like that. And he's a good kid. He knows, what to do and what not to do. He knows not to talk to strangers. He knows when he's playing online, to not talk to people he doesn't know, and he's real good with that, from what Lakin was telling me. He's been real good while he was here with it, and then Lakin said he's real good with it at home. And we were just talking about last night when what do you call it, about what to do when he's home alone, because she left him home alone for the first time. They just ran to the grocery store right around the corner, told the neighbor across the hall, hey, who I guess they're real good friends with, said, I'm leaving him home alone for the first time. We're trying to experiment here. And she'll leave him alone in the apartment when she goes to take trash out or stuff like that. And she'll test him and come, instead of just coming into the door, knocking on the door and see what he does. And he knows to just, somebody knocks on the door, just quietly go to his bedroom, close the door and lock it, because if it was somebody that was supposed to be coming in, they would just come right in. So, and then he knows to call his mother. So he knows what to do, man. He's a smart kid.
Well, it's all important. I figured out how to capture the screen. I was supposed to get a confirmation email, but I didn't get it for that iPad.
No. I gotcha. Yeah, I guess you got to have the triple play. What do you have? I didn't know you had home phone service.
Yeah, I do, but I don't use it. See, the deal that I had, you had to get the triple pay, and actually, if I didn't want the phone, it was actually, I wasn't eligible for the deal, so it would have been more money without the phone.
Really? Yeah, see, I don't remember what was what and how much everything was, but I know I chose this because it was the cheapest. That's why. It was kind of like the best bang for the buck type deal. But when I had Verizon, man, I had the triple play was the best deal. Like, the guy was real cool on the phone. He's like, look, we'll do this, so bring your bill down, because I originally had just internet and TV and didn't have home phone. He's like, look, man, you get the home phone, your bill's going to be cheaper And it ended up being like $5 a month or $10 a month cheaper with home phone service. I don't know why, but I guess it's just the way they do it.
Well, how much is your bill a month?
$95.67 a month.
Yeah, see, mine's $190.
Holy shit. Why is it so much?
Yeah, you see, they get you over 2 or 3 years, they're going to keep bumping it.
Why is it so... Oh, because I signed up like for a 2-year deal or something?
Well, I forget. Well, I don't know. I'd have to see. I don't know what you did. But mine started out at like $99 a month. Okay, but then every year it bumps up. For the next 2 or 3 years, it kept bumping. Now it's up to what it is. And plus, I get the 250 gig speed. But even if I lowered that down, it wouldn't be that much lower. You see, your bill is going to keep going up. You be what your thing is. After a year, it's going to bump up about $20 or $30, and it's going to keep on going up.
Man, they get you, boy. I'm telling you, man. These duck pluggers get you. They definitely get you. See, for $4 more a month, I could get an upgrade in my channel package and get voice, the triple play, for $4 more a month.
I was on J1015. It said it was backed up. There was
Well, mine's at 191. I think it's a little higher because I might have rented a couple movies. Okay, but here's the bill details. But that's about normal for what people are paying once they have it for a while. See, so I know mine's not way out of line. My regular monthly charge is $186, and then it's $460 for the tax. But I have high definition preferred extra, so I have preferred with Showtime, Stars, TMC, HD technology, and the Blast Internet.
I got you. Okay. See, this will be an upgrade in my internet too, from 150 megabytes download speed to 250, and DVR included. And I don't even have that. And this is for $4. I'm gonna get this. It's $99.99 for the first 24 months. Okay. And it's a 2-year agreement.
Yeah, we'll see after that. It's really going to go up. That's the same agreement that I got. Okay, because I've got the DVR, I've got the Blast, which is the 250 gig internet, and all that stuff. And, the preferred Showtime, it's called HD Preferred Extra XF.
Yeah, that's all that.
Right. This one's just called Select Triple Play, is what they're calling this one.
Equipment.
But you just got to watch, because it's going to go up now. I got the DVR, so
we'll get up to that.
So that's why it's different. I'll have to look. And now I pay an extra 12 or 13 for having a box down here, too. But that's a minor thing. So my service package plan is actually $139. Okay, but it gets a lot more than that once they start adding all the stuff to it. See, I got regional sports fee, because I can get all them regional sports, like on Comcast.
And see, this is how they get you to, right here. I'm going through the thing to try to check out, but I have to add another box. Okay, I have to add another TV box. I have to have 2 boxes now and pay for another box, which is going to bump my shit up. Okay, and I have to return the box that I have now and get a DVR box, which is going to be more expensive than the box I got now.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 10.
You got to be careful. So my plan's only $139. but special channels are included, but
What's that?
the taxes, you got
Dan was working for it for a minute.
$675, you got broadcast TV, you know, the local channels, that's an extra $750.
Might be Danny Boy comes way in.
You know, I got the rental.
Exactly, it could be Danny Boy in there.
The two
motherfucker.
boxes and the modem. And then taxes on top of that. It comes down to $193 by the time you add up all that junk.
Dan's back on the...
Right. Scoot down to 095. He's asshole. I can't hear you. I guess you don't hear anybody else talking on the channel. You go down to 095?
The James truck. I'm still off the road. That's it.
I was just going to key up and tell you that I've got crystal clear HD TV to all of my TVs in the house. Doesn't cost me a penny.
What, you got an antenna?
You got it. Yep. Right up there on the rooftop, I put a mast up there with like $100, antenna pointed over towards Philadelphia. I disconnected the cable line coming in off the street, plugged the antenna in. Goes to all the TVs. Got 3, 6, 10, 12, 17, 29, 57, and all the sub-channels. I mean, it's crystal clear, just like, the cable quality was I had 2 years ago. And we've got smart TVs. We do pay like $40 a month for the internet. And we plug
You better hurry up or we're trying to beat us back to the joint.
pay a couple bucks a month for like Netflix or something. And, we watch movies and all that kind of stuff.
It's me. He said, what way you going to go? I said, I'm still going to Commodore Barra. I ain't going nowhere north of this fucking area. I'm staying down here.
Yeah, these truckers got my ears, man. Oh, boy. Anyway, well, yeah, no, see, the thing is, I got my son that comes up here to visit a few times a year, and he's really, I guess, only really uses the internet. Doesn't really watch the television, and I watch the television, but only because I have it. I was living here for about a year without cable. I had an antenna, same I didn't have one up on the roof, so I didn't get that many channels, but I got enough to watch the news, and I used to use my phone as a hotspot, but I got a different setup here, so I needed the internet. To which I got the TV and the internet and all that stuff. But they get you with them boxes, man, and got to rent this box and this service fee and that, man, and it just starts adding up and adding up and adding up. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I'm going to do. See if I can talk to this lady, Megan, who's just started messaging me on the internet. Maybe I can convince her to give me the hookup. So, all right, man. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to go, I'm going to step away for a minute, but I appreciate the info on the antenna and everything, and we'll bump it on you a little bit later. Old foot over here in the stone. I'll see you.
All right, there at 10-4. I just figured I'd mention it. Like I said, it's been 2 years now. We cut the cord, and we haven't felt like we've needed something on the internet, on the cable that we didn't have before. And half of that stuff you can go right on YouTube, right through the internet to the smart TV and watch. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I just figured I'd mention it. It's nice not having a cable bill. All right, man. Catch you later.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Ain't no doubt about that. All right, bub. Take care. And enjoy this rainy Friday. We'll see you.
Out this lovely weather. You can bet if they got to go out there and somebody's dead to get a ticket.
SDR, W2, SDR.
SDI.
Yeah, okay. How copy?
Good, sound good.
Yeah, all you have to do is peek that plate. You don't have to do nothing else.
No, I was just making sure that the match was good.
What's going on?
Not much. Got a little crowded down here, huh?
I didn't hear those truckers at all. Maybe they were bleeding you.
No, they were right next to me. They were really loud. They were giving me almost 20 over.
Oh, okay. 20 over.
Hold on, let me make sure this amp's tuned. Hold on. KC3 JV. There we go. Everything's back to normal now. Burger, hey, W2SDI. I gotta fix this Vox, adjust this thing. Alright, everything sound good?
Yeah, a little more bass than I like, but because I can see if you hit the mic or bump into it, it's got a real big
Right.
All right, though, no problem, and it's pouring rain out there, man. That rain and wind really woke me up last night.
Did it really? It woke you up?
Yeah, it was loud rain and wind, and power blinked a couple times, and it's around 3:30 or 4, and you hear a little carrier on here all the time. Little, not very strong, just a little carrier.
I don't hear it. I don't see it. Do you see it on your pan adapter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
A lot of times you can see stuff on your pan adapter when it's real quiet like this that you can't even hear, you know?
You can, a lot of the times you can. Like, I can see a little carrier up around 27412, I guess that's it, 411.
It's quiet up here. I was just
Nice and quiet up here.
went over some of these bills here. So, what's Lakin doing now?
Sleeping.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Dixon even said he was tired. What time did you guys get to sleep?
Oh, wait. I guess we got back around 10:30, and then we came home, put on a movie, The Conjuring 2, like a horror movie, and I guess I fell asleep on the floor. I guess I was halfway through the movie, so about midnight. Then woke up towards the end. I went to bed around 1:30, and they were still awake when I went to bed.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, you sounded like almost off frequency a little bit because you got so much bass, there's so much rumbling that it's sounding like you're off frequency.
All right, hold on. See, I remember last time you said I had too much bass, so I put full cut in at 30 and 60 hertz.
You don't want to do that. You want to go into your transmit profile and put the low end cut off at 100.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that'll knock it right out. Leave your other EQ alone. Just go into your transmit profile and put your low in your transmit filter on 100.
All right, there we go.
That's on 100?
This is on 100 right here.
Okay, and where's your EQ at?
It's right where, well, I put the EQ back where it was originally, but it's right, everything's the same as that AM profile you sent me. That's where everything is in the equalizer. All I did was change the transmit bandwidth.
Okay, well, that's perfect right there. I mean, just keep it there, because see what happens, you've got so much bass and intermodulation distortion that it gets hard. It sounds like you're off frequency and rumbling, and it just doesn't sound any good.
Right, I got you. All right, well, we'll leave it like this.
Yeah, it sounds real good. I even keep my free, like for this, I'm listening to you on 2.9, and I got it set on 100, the low end. The only transmit profile I keep at 0, on receive, is the 3.3. So if I want to listen critically to somebody like that sounds like you.
Right, I gotcha. I've been listening to you at 3.3.
Yeah, there you go. Sound much better now, much clearer. See, that low end ends up adding some distortion in there, and it affects your other frequencies. It uses up all the headroom of your radio, of the power of the radio down there, and it doesn't leave any room for the rest of your signal. So actually, your signal is louder now than it was.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, you look at the pan adapter, and you can see you got all that stuff down near the red line. That's maxing out your amplifier in the rig, or an external amplifier if you're using that, before the voice frequencies can peak the amp. You see what I'm saying? So actually your actual voice and your words may only be half the power as that rumbling that people aren't even hearing anyway.
Right, no, I got you. Now I see what you're talking about on the pan adapter. Everything's a lot more, flat. Everything's a lot more flat across the board compared to where it was before, where it was a big peak down at the baseline.
Yeah, you see, and so that's where you want it. You want it pretty much flat across. And but see, whatever frequency hits your maximum power is where it's going to stop. So if the red line frequencies, the bass hit the max, it's not going to let the rest of it come up to where it should be, see? So that means across the board, you're just not as loud and strong to people that are trying to hear you.
Right, I got you, okay. Now you're transmitting at 3100 right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, your audio sounds phenomenal.
What was that?
I said your audio sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty straight across, right?
Well, for the most part, there's like a dip, I guess. I don't know, I'd have to put the frequency chart on to tell you where it's at, but a little bit after the baseline, you have a dip in there. I guess that would be, around 100 hertz probably, where you have a cut.
Well, I don't have a cut there, but that's my voice, see? I have around 500 to 800, a big dip in my voice. It's just, that's the characteristics of my particular voice, and you don't want to change that. That's just the way you are, because if you try to flatten that out, it ain't going to sound right. But that's a characteristic of my particular voice. It's always been that way.
Oh, okay, I got you. Didn't know that. Oh, that makes sense.
All right, I just went over to, let me see, I just went over to my headset.
Definitely sounds a lot more nasally, but it sounds good.
Yeah, well, this is, it's a teeny-weeny mic, but I can go upstairs and maybe pull my coffee cup up there. W2SDR.
AC3JV. Yeah, sounding good, man. Everything's looking good on my end as well. I got the, scope on this morning. Everything looks good on the scope. Everything looks good on the pan adapter. And everything you said sounds good. Everything looks good going out and right here at 200 watts. And everything finally seems to be working good in the 60-degree December morning. Good Lord, 60 degrees.
I made some hard-boiled eggs last night in my pressure cooker, man. There ain't nothing like that pressure cooker. Here's how you do it. There's a little, you can do steaming in there, like steam mussels, steam all kinds of stuff. You know how a steamer works? You put like a little grate in the bottom of your pot, and you have the water underneath it?
Right.
So they have a little screen like that, a tray like a screen comes with the pressure cooker. So you put that in the unit. You put a cup of water in there. Then you put your eggs right on top of the screen. You know, it's there that keeps it up off the water. 6 minutes, put it in there. You got 6 hard-boiled eggs, perfect.
Oh, wow, really?
I made half a dozen of the eggs last night, put them in the refrigerator, and now I got them. And none of that pot boiling, and you got to watch, you know, you turn it down. You got none of that, man. It's like a snap.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Cannot beat that with a stick.
I ate one this morning when I got up, man. It's good for you, too. Eat an egg like that, you just pop it open and eat it.
Well, for the longest time there, I was eating hard-boiled eggs every morning. I would get 4 of them from Wawa. And, boy, them things were good. Every single morning, that was what I was having for breakfast for months.
Get your own eggs and hard-boil them and get them ready to go.
I know, I need to. I got a big, like, stock pot outside. I got to clean it out, and then I'll be able to hard-boil all of them. Because I buy 30 eggs at a time, you know, and they last a while. Eggs don't really go bad that fast, you know. They'll last a month almost. So, you know, I buy 30 of them at a time, but so I would like to hard-boil 30, and then I can keep 30 in the fridge for other stuff.
So I saw a crock pot over there. Think about that crock pot place up the street there in Brookhaven.
That's a good point. I do have a crock pot. I have 2 crock pots. I'm eating a banana right now.
I'm going to eat one. So I'm washing out my coffee pot upstairs. It's pretty cool, this headset.
No, man, you can go all over the place. One thing I like doing is broadcasting live, and then I can, if I go out somewhere, I got the radio wherever I go.
Yeah, you just got to watch with that stuff. Make sure it don't mess your radio up, you know, and all that kind of deal, this computer and all.
No, I know. And I've never had a problem with, you know, that program, the live feeds or any of these video gates or anything like that. That has never seemed to cause any issues. The live stream takes up some CPU, but I mean, it never caused any popping or audio glitches or transmit glitches. It's just like, I don't know, that one time I had a freak out, and but ever since it's been okay.
Well, you know what I do? Once a week, I do a database backup and a create a restore point. Once a week, do all that stuff, and you got to save all them database backups, you know, but they don't take up any room anyway. They're real small. I do that once a week just in case, man. I got them.
That's a good idea. And I noticed that whenever your computer does, you know, updates or security updates or for whatever, it creates a restore point then.
Yeah, it does. And then, see, after that, though, if it's a big update like that, it gets rid of some of your older restore points.
You know, you're right. I think they only last in there a certain amount of time as well if you don't make them yourself.
Yeah, so that's why you got to go in there and be doing it. And because, well, I'll tell you know, all the shit, all the stuff that you went through, man, it takes 2 seconds to do that, but, man, that could be that'll save hours of work.
Oh, man, shoot. You have no idea. KC3JV.
QSO. I got more damn cats.
I'm telling you, man, you're the cat whisperer. Bring one over here.
Rain, you know, I got this little hut out there. Did I tell you about a little dog house? Bought a dog house, a little one, to take a picture and show you, but I can put the cat food in there for the outside cats when it's raining, you know, so it don't ruin the food.
Oh, that thing's been there.
Oh, yeah, I guess I had it maybe a year now.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
It's empty. I'm looking out the kitchen window. I got to fill it up, but yeah, I got to go. I've been going over these finances, man. I got spending a little bit too much money. You know, I gotta see how things are balancing out. You know, things are different now. Different money coming in, amount of money, and different spending, and different. You know, I gotta wait till the dust settles a little bit. You know.
Right. No, that's a good point. I mean, even you're obviously going through a big transition. You know. Of course, everything, you know, you're going to have to sit down and redo everything. But I'm just hoping, what we talked about at breakfast yesterday with the work situation, I just hope that all kind of pans out and nothing happens. But, I want to be as prepared as I can, just in case something does.
Yeah, well, that's, well, you got that information from that other place. Just make sure you said you got a good resume, but make sure it's updated, and it don't hurt to put a feeler out there and see what it's about, and especially then if something does happen, you might have something that might not be the best, or at least you got something to go to, just never know.
Right, and that would be that's kind of like I wouldn't mind doing that. That type of maintenance and a little bit of change of pace. Honestly though, it all really comes down to pay. Honestly, wherever pays the most is where I'm going to go.
Well, like you do want to. The trouble is though, you start on the ground floor a lot, even though you might want to get into a different business. What's stopping you is the money. But then that always will be stopping you. So even you may have to tighten your belt a lot, to change careers. But if it's a good company, it may pay off in the long run, even though you have to sacrifice in the beginning. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get what you're saying 100%. I guess it was just down to choosing the company who answers the questions, tells me what I want to hear, is where there's opportunity for growth and opportunity to move up, obviously benefits, there's opportunity for retirement, 401k, all that stuff, because I'm not into these under the table jobs, all that crap no more, man. I gotta worry about my future. I gotta worry about my son's future, I gotta worry about, retirement. I'm 30 years old, man, 31 years old. I'm not 18 anymore. I gotta start thinking about these things.
Yeah, so that's a good company too. I know that company's been there a long time. It's a real good company, and so see what's what, and but maybe things will work out where you are now too. But just more iron in the fire. But like in my situation, I just gotta like the spending and then all the rest. There's so many things here being a homeowner that. The taxes, and they come up 4 times a year, and got to make sure you got the money for that. I want to budget everything out so it's smooth.
Right, so it's already all basically taken care of. It's you don't not the last minute freaking out, and because you accidentally bought this, and you got to take this from that, and rob Peter to pay Paul. You just want to make sure it's nice and easy, nice and smooth. Everything's done, taken care of.
I got to, there's this other thing I got to look into. If you're retired, I think above 65 in New Jersey, if you make less than a certain amount a year, they'll freeze your taxes. They will never go up any higher than what they are now. And I got to look into to see how I'm going to qualify for that, because I filled out some paperwork last year, and I have to wait like 1 more year or something. I'm going to have to revisit that. The taxes around here, they go up sometimes $600-700 a year, and I know I qualify now, especially now. Her out of here that my Social Security under that belt, that my taxes won't go up. See, that's what kills a lot of people when they retire, because they're not, your Social Security always stays the same and your pension stays the same, but all the cost of living goes up, your taxes go up, and people are, if they can't get their taxes frozen, they got to sell their house because they can't afford it anymore.
Now, wait, they don't, over the years, the cost of living, this adjustment, which we call COLA, which what they call it in the military, we get a cost of living adjustment every year. That doesn't happen with Social Security, the disability, I don't know that stuff?
Well, Social Security's got a cost of living, but it's pitiful. I mean, it's not enough to, it's like, I got this year, I think it's about a $35 increase.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Well, that's just the way it is, but the taxes could go up I mean, it's a percentage, but the percentage of $1,000 is a lot less than a percentage of $8,000.
Very true.
So, you know, and everything you buy in the store, everything goes up. And it's hard to keep up with it. So at least with the taxes, if I can get this through that my taxes won't go up anymore the rest of my life, I think you got to make less than $80,000 a year. And I'm way under that now that she's out of here because I don't have to calculate all her pensions and everything into it.
Right. Yeah, so you should have no issues qualifying. There's a lot of other benefits, you know, that you could qualify from, you know, based on income and you know, based on age, you know, that you could probably take advantage of and save yourself a lot of money.
Well, that's what I got to look into. So that's some of the shit I'm, sitting around. So I'll pull out that tax information because it's getting close to the end of the year. You know, starting in January, you start getting those 1099s, the tax information in the mail and all. And starting to look into this. A friend of mine, Phil, well, you know him, Phil, WA3RGY?
Yeah.
He knows a lot about that stuff. He got that tax freezing thing and all, so I'm going to have to call him, see how he made out that, you know?
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool, man. But he probably give you the ins and outs of it and tell you a little bit of inside scoop, you know? That's good, man. You should take care of that. I'm glad all my stuff's paid over here and ain't got to worry about nothing, man. All my bills are paid. Everything's on. You know, everything's going pretty smoothly, man. So I'm just gonna ride the wave.
Ride the wave. Yeah, that iPad will be cool. I mean, I really shouldn't have spent that money, but then I'm thinking, man, me and Ernie and Brian were looking on the internet this morning because I sent them that price and I said, man, is this too good to be true? And he says, they've been looking around too. You got to pay one of them things are worth $400 in my one like that. From Walmart, from any Apple, from he said, you better snap that thing up for $120.
I didn't know they were that much new. Holy cow, man! You got a deal, man. You know, especially since, well, in with my situation, I would have to upgrade and do that, and you know, it wouldn't be nearly as good of a deal for me as it would be for you.
Yeah, so I'm just, you know, I'm going to keep that by my end table here in the living room by the recliner, and that's what I'll use there and give my phone a rest, man. I won't carry the phone around everywhere, and it'll be great. It's a nice big screen. I could even stream on that. It's almost a 10-inch screen on that iPad.
You're never going to leave the recliner. Your recliner is going to start moving closer and closer to the door and the window, and you're never going to get out of it. It's going to be pajamas. You're going to have pajamas on all the time. You're never going to get out of it.
But you got a radio to fix or something? Yeah, get that. I'll wear the ass of that recliner down so it's all the paddings wore out.
There you go, man. KC3 JVA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you too, SDR. You're brutal.
That's funny.
I got to get off of that Amazon, man. I was going through my credit card, and that's one of the things. That gets away from me. You look at what you spend on Amazon. You go down to on their orders on there. You figure, oh my God, because you know, $10 here, $15 there. Man, that really adds up.
I've ordered so much stuff from Amazon in the past year, especially in the past 6 months since I kicked her out. You know, I've been, you know, kind of going on buying binges because I've had more money and, you know, kind of, I don't know, it's, you know, retail therapy to me, to be honest with you. I've bought a lot of crap useless crap too, like this, well, not really useless, but stuff I didn't need, you know, like this damn GoPro, this action cam, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of other things I could go through on there and say, yeah, I probably didn't need that.
I'm going through my credit card this month. Actually from last month, November 5th to December 5th, and itemizing all that stuff out because I'm going to be a lot more careful now because, you know, just things change, you know, and just really back off and think about what it's so easy to clip because them $10, $15, $20, them things really add up at the end of the month.
Well, that's how much I would spend at Wawa every day. Where each time I would go to Wawa, and I would go twice a day, $10 here, $15, $25, $30 a day at Wawa. Man, I cut that out. I tell you what, boy, I saved some money.
Well, back in November, she moved out because I started women. Wasn't free. I had a date actually scheduled with that one woman up there near Cherry Hill before Michelle even moved out. But
I know.
And that stuff's going to stop. I seen the credit card bills from that, from P.F. Chang's that we went, and we went the other place. I mean, the extra gas. I spent on 2 dates with that woman, plus the gas and everything else. It was like $150.
Telling you, man, shoot big balling over there. That stuff's not cheap, man. I'm telling you. You know, going out to the Flyers game last night. I mean, we had a great time, not complaining or anything. That stuff's not cheap. You know, $27 a piece for tickets. You know, times 3. All right. Then, I mean, I got a 24-ounce Yingling, and Aiken got a 16-ounce, IPA or something. And both of those, it was $22. I went back and got another tall Yingling, and she got a Yingling, and it was $25. You know, $50 on 4 beers.
Yeah, see, that's nuts, the drinking. Oh, I told you, one woman was getting them scotch on the rocks for like $12 a piece.
I know, it's out of control, man. It really, really is out of control. But thank God for Pedialyte this morning.
That's why the hotel, man, it's the look for me, man. Going there by myself, I get out of there, and I got change from a $10 bill.
There you go. You can't beat that, boy. She ain't gonna find that at a Flyers game.
Well, I didn't have nothing to drink. I think I paid. We went to that Flyers game because the guy I was with, Lee, I got what he got. The food, he got a pretzel, and I got a pretzel. I think our pretzels were $7.50. We each had a bottle of water. A bottle of water was $5.
And I got a slice of pizza. I don't know how much it was, but I know it wasn't cheap because. Oh, you know what? No, that's what it was. I gave Lakin a 20, right? And she went and got 2 sodas and a slice of pizza, and it was over $20. And each soda with the commemorative cup, you know, a little plastic cup that you can keep, $8 a piece for a soda.
Yeah, well, that's
that's how they get you.
Back on this dating business, man. I mean, if I get on them sites, if somebody don't live within 10 miles of me and want to meet me at the hotel or a place like that, forget it, man. I'm not shelling out $50, $60, $70 on no stranger.
I'm telling you, man, just cut the radius down to 10 miles. Oh, boy.
What I was thinking of, man, it's like, can you imagine? I mean, it could happen, right? You get on a site like that and put a profile out, all of a sudden, hey, you see your wife, see Michelle on there.
It could happen. I forget. I don't know if it was. I think it was Lakin found me, saw me on a dating app when I first moved down to South Carolina. What do you do? You know, I mean, well, I don't know. It's funny.
Yeah, well, Michelle, I think she's just real happy to be by herself. She just backed out, man, on that.
What are you gonna do? Hey, I gotta run down the hallway. You gonna be around for a little bit, or you gonna do something else?
I'll be around. I was just going over the paperwork. I just made my bed up in the bedroom, so I'm moving around. I'll stay around if you're coming back.
Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. You gonna be on this one, or you gonna be down the other one?
I'll probably be on. But what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'll catch you down on 12, and if you're down there, then we'll move back up here.
All right. Okay. See you down there.
All right. W2SD, RKC3, JVE clear.
W2SD.
I'm trying to figure out where is he at. I couldn't meet him. On one second. You wanted to meet me there, too. I don't think so. They're stupid now. He ain't never been stupid. But all of a sudden, he went dark again, 1-6. Is he trying to run through the hills? He's about to go run through the hills. Good morning to the man with a
told me lights out, if you put him in the woods with about, in the woods, I think he said, if you give him about a 2-minute head start out in the woods, you can send 4 men after him. He'll kill them all. He'll kill them all one by one. I think he said something like that. Lights out, he's out there all camouflaged in the jungle, in the woods they break.
You think he on the hill? Because I might be able to make it to the hill once. So you think he on the hill?
No. What did I say? I told you.
Good morning, boss. Good morning, boss.
You think I'm kidding, don't you? Don't you think I'm kidding?
If you give him a 2-minute head start, in pitch black conditions, out in the forest, you could send the most of, you could send 10 ninjas in there after him. He said, one man in and 1 man leave, something like that, he said. I forget what he said. But Bobby, I can't tell if you're on the hill like that. I can't. Well, Chicken George is plugging ears. Lights out, Chicken George is plugging ears. So I got to get out. Chicken George trying to plug my ears. Let me see where you at, Bobby? Bobby, where you at? Yeah, Bobby ain't gonna say nothing, but he out there lights out. He ain't gonna say nothing. He probably at that spot. He got a spot out there, lights out in the woods. Like he said, you can send all the people in there you want. You'll never find him. But if you send people after him, they kill him. Then if they go in the woods really looking for him, they ain't gonna come out. They gonna all come up missing.
I think Bobby's scared, 1-6, to be honest with you. I think Bobby's scared.
Well, he shows up lights out. You know, isn't a monster called a Bigfoot? They have a movie, The Bigfoot. The Bigfoot was in the woods or somewhere, and the Bigfoot was getting people, and they was hunting them, and they was looking down with flashlights and said, man, this got to be a pretty big thing because look at the size of the feet. And they couldn't find Bigfoot, but Bigfoot was running around in the goddamn in the forest taking people out there break.
I need Bobby to show his face, man. I want to try to figure out what is Bobby so scared of. I need him to show his face. Tell him to show his face, 1-6.
Bobby's meter stopped working. As long as his meter is working, he ain't gonna come out.
Well, I'm going to give him some time to get on them all then. I'm going to give him some time to get on them all because it sounds like he's scared to me. He don't know if he want to shoot or shake. Bobby Womack don't know if he want to shoot or shake 1-6, and he need to make up his mind which one he want to do, man. Shit. I can't sit back here and play this peekaboo game with him. Bobby want to play peekaboo, man. Is my ramp closed off? This is my ramp. Bobby want to play peekaboos 1-6. It looks like my ramp is closed off here, man. This is crazy, man. But I'm not gonna play peekaboo with Bobby, man. Bobby need to make up his mind if he want to shoot or shake, man. You can't do both. I've been saying this for years. You have a gun in your hand. You don't see a man with a gun in his hand and his hand shaking. This guy nigga talking about he gonna shoot you. He got the gun in his hand and his hand shaking like he got Parkinson the whole damn time. That's Bobby, man. Bobby have a gun in his hand, don't know if he want to shoot or shake, man. You know, you can't sit there and hold a gun in your hand and don't want to pull the damn trigger, man. I can't keep on playing this peekaboo game with trying to make a Bobby, man. So he want me to put it out here, I'm going to put it out here right now, 1-6. I'm going to put it out here right now. He want to play a peekaboo. I'm on the key. I'm going to give him all the chances. This is what Bobby like to do. He like the pop shot. You know, he been a pop shot all his life. I'm going to give him all the time in the world to get on the key and pop shot me, man, try to see who in the world he is. Like, out of the whole city, if I can just pop shot lights out, somebody in the city going to hear me. And then that person that hears me, that's what I'm going to do. I got a game that Bobby likes to play, so I'm going to stay and play with him. I'm going to stay on the key and let him pop shot me, Timo.
Lights out, I don't know, man. I heard him way down. I'm the lights out, light line. I heard him way down. He said, 16, Bobby. And he got out there. He did it quick. But Bobby, you was lights out, you was like 65%. He was 35%. So, coming to me, lights out. So you're moving in the right direction, though, Roger.
Bobby knows I'm going to set him up. He know I'm going to set him up, and that's his biggest fear. That's been Bobby's biggest fear is being set up. And he know I was Bobby's up for show him the left and hit him with the right for years. See, that's what I told you what he want to do. I told you he wants to pop shot, and so guys can be like, no, Bobby didn't key. That's how it was the last time. No, Bobby, he didn't key. So, you know what I mean? So he tried not to stay on the key and let people know obviously that he's keying. He's trying to pop shot you, so if it works, then you can get some praise. And if it don't work, then guys can say, well, Bobby didn't key. He wasn't on them all. He wasn't on them all. You know?
Yeah, well, I saw it. I heard it. He was all in front of you, all the way. Try to lure you in, then he coming off the ropes like he coming off the ropes.